Hey, thanks for tuning in. This week we have a special surprise for you. You know, SEMA Show is right around the corner, and anybody that's been to SEMA Show knows it's months and months and weeks of preparation and work to get everything ready, and those cars just don't happen overnight. Here we have Marcus Wren with Delany Auto Design, and if you've been to a SEMA Show since 2001, you've probably seen some of his Mopars right on the show floor. So, Marcus, what do you have going on this year?
Well, this year we've got a 1970 Challenger with this 6.1 liter that's been stroked out to a 426, significant with the old 426 second gen Hemis. Nice. It's going to run about 550 horsepower, and we're putting it in a 1970 Challenger convertible that was got drowned in Hurricane Katrina. It got covered with water, and the owners lost it, and we're working with them to help them build it back. Mopar Performance, who is our main sponsor, got on board with that. A lot of our sponsors have got on board, and we're redoing that one. We'll go over shortly to the body shop and see it in primer, and they're wet sanding it today, getting ready to put the base coat, clear coat on it this weekend.
Man, that's incredible. Can you imagine seeing your car underwater, flooded, it's gone? You know, it's got to break your heart. And then imagine being the owner of that car and seeing just a couple years later it's at the most prestigious show in the world. You know, that's pretty amazing. So where's this car going to be?
It will be in the main booth at the Mopar Performance in I believe it's the South Hall.
All right, we're back here at the body shop with team member Mark Acosta, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this car. Man, I can't believe this thing's going to be at SEMA in less than a month.
Things happen like that, man, around here. What we have here is the new 08 SEMA car. It's going to be debuted in the Dodge booth. It's going to have the new 392 Hemi crate engine with the Viper 6-speed transmission. It's going to be a pretty unique setup. It's also going to, it has the capabilities of having the old school outside look of the car, but it has all the amenities of the new drivetrain, new fuel injection, and everyday driver car.
That's the way it ought to be, man. Keep it classy, but keep it reliable and make it fast.
Yeah, it's going to be real fast. It's going to have about 550 horsepower, 550 foot-pounds of torque. So
awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
So what stage are we in here with the body work?
The car here is in the process now of getting wet sanded tonight, and going into the rest of the week. It's going to be finished painted, and hopefully by the beginning of next week, it's going to be at the assembly shop being put together.
This is awesome, man, and it looks like I could just see where there's been a ton of work put into this thing, and it doesn't look like you have any fiberglass replacement panels or anything like that.
No, everything that's on this car has been it's a Goodmark Industries quarter panels, floorboards, new fenders. This car has been completely gone over with. No shortcuts have been taken, and you won't find a speck of Bondo on this sucker.
Nice. Now, how long have you been working on this car to get it to this spot?
This car right now has had about 4.5 months worth of work done to it already.
Well, I'm going to let these guys get back to work, but we're going to swing in next week and see if they can get this car put back together, get a coat of paint on it.
Phone caller. Hi, caller. It's me.
Hi, darling. Are you still in the office?
No, I'm in the car.
Okay, Mark, we're back here in the assembly shop. I left you guys last week with that car body up on a roll around, not a lick of paint on it. I didn't see any primer on it. What's going on? Where's the car now?
The car's still at the paint shop today. Today they're laying their final coats of base, and later on tonight they're going to be doing clear. It should be in the booth. Should be back here probably within the next day or so.
All right, well, this is Monday morning, so you guys have an idea of how the clock is ticking down, Actually, how long does it take to have this car shipped out there? What is your arrival date for this car completion?
They will come pick. The show starts on a Monday. The car will ship out that Thursday, and it'll take 2 days to get out there. Then it'll leave them a day to get the car set up and everything, something like that.
Okay, well, I'm looking around, and I see all these parts laying everywhere. And tell me a little bit about what you have going on here today.
Today I'm finishing up the interior. I'm going to put the seat foam on the seats and the seat covers on, and go ahead and tie up all the door panels and seat panels. The same way with the drivetrain and suspension and everything. We build it complete, so all we have to do is roll it underneath the car, and it's put together.
All right, well, let's just wait and do that next week. No hurry. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the 12-volt components and see what's going to make this thing sound as good as it's going to look.
No problem.
Mark, it looks like you've picked out some great equipment here. It's going to have that car sounding every bit as good as it looks, man. Tell me a little bit about what you have.
Oh, thanks for Dynamat hooking us up on keeping the car quiet, and the Kicker coming in for all the stereo and amplifiers. And then Kenwood sponsored us with the flip-out head unit. This thing is going to rock. And on top of it, Rocky Mountain's going to help us keep it out of a couple speeding tickets.
Yeah, I heard that, man. You can't have a car that's going to run with this without a little bit of protection, man. You got to be safe. So let's talk about the system plan here. I see the Kicker 5-channel amplifier.
Correct. That's a 700-watt 5-channel amplifier. We're going to run it on the 6x9s that I have custom pods built inside underneath the dash that'll hold them, and run the 4s on top of the dash because it's being a convertible. We can't run any speakers in the back. The 10 is actually going to go on a custom-built fiberglass console that we're going to have, and the 10 is going to be down firing in front of the shifter.
You know, when I saw the car up on the rack over at the body shop, I noticed you had the 6x9s were actually dropped down off the bottom of the dash, and it's all built in as a structural part of the dash.
Correct. What we did is actually cut into the cowl support of the car while we had the car completely torn apart, and actually made 6x9 pods out of steel and welded them into the car, so we don't have to worry about any kind of water damage or anything like that ever happening.
Yeah, no ABS to break underneath those all those vintage dash panels.
No, none at all. Everything is going to be pretty sound. It's going to be real impressive. Nice.
Very cool, very cool. So when is this part of the plan going to take effect? I mean, you don't even have the car here yet, man.
Well, the stereo part, that's why we'll go ahead and take precautions while we're building the car and make sure I have locations for the speakers to be. And even the firewall has already have the mounting tabs on the firewall. For the amplifiers.
Well, that's great to hear, man. All that planning on the front end is really gonna make everything go nice and smooth.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head back over to the body shop and see if I can get a behind-the-scenes shot of this car. I don't even know if it's out of the paint booth yet. We'll see if they let me in. And you guys stick around. I'll see you here next week because we're gonna follow this build from start to finish, and hopefully we'll see you out at the SEMA show.
Yeah, we'll be there.
That'll work. You guys take it easy right here on 12volt.com.
Kinetic battery, and if it for yourself getting mad at me, all you gotta do is go get it. Cause we go get it. Cause we go get it. Cause we go get it. And if it for yourself getting mad at me, all you gotta do is go get it. All black shit, but what they see when I'm rolling up, dub 6